Hey everyone, so I have finally moved everything down into the game room, the basement Nintendo game room, and I think it's about time that I do another room tour. Exactly 1 year ago, February 3rd, I uploaded my first video, and it was a room tour, exactly like this video, showing off my Nintendo collection after about a year and a half. So it'll be 2 years in the summer for me collecting Nintendo. And I thought, since I uploaded a video last year on February 3rd, I thought, let's do a video to show my collection and how much it's grown over the past year. So without further ado, let's take a look at my Nintendo game room. Alright, so the first thing I thought we could look at was this ginormous poster. This was from the Zelda Symphony, as you can see, Symphony of the Goddesses. And it is absolutely huge, and it fills up this wall great. Let's move on to the next posters, I guess. Let's just do the whole thing. So next we have an awesome Conker's Bad Fur Day drawing by my girlfriend, who is amazing and awesome at drawing. And as well, for my girlfriend, we have another drawing, this one being more Smash Bros-y. Feel to it. Next we have a promotional type thing. I do have another one, but I didn't put it up. Maybe I'll put it up there in a little. But for now I just have one right there beside the Zelda poster and the rest. And we come on to the door, which I can fit some posters on. We have the Super Smash Brothers poster set. We have the anime looking one, the one with Villager, and sadly I cannot fit another one down there. So I'll just kind of have to switch them out when I feel like the other one would be there, but these are my two favorite ones. So we can look down here to see that there's the Rock Band drums. I really don't have anywhere else to put it in the game room, so that's kind of where it is behind the door for now. So we come around here, we have some, it's kind of dark, hopefully you can see well, we have some Nintendo Power posters going down there, down the shelves. As well on the other side, which is a Capcom one. So yeah, that's it for pretty much posters. And also, let's just do this quickly. Here we have kind of like, this is kind of just like a sitting ottoman, I guess you can call it. But I've used it for sort of like my books and whatnot. So here we have like strategy guides, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We've got drawing books, Guinness World of Records, Pokemon stuff. A magazine I made for school, actually. I call it Game Freak. I know, I couldn't think of anything else. If I can just get that back in there. Okay. So we have Game Freak there. We have a whole bunch of manuals from N64 and whatnot. If I do have the boxes, I will put them in there, but these are just for my loose manuals. We've got Banjo 3, the custom box I made. A nice Nintendo bag from Nintendo World. Another drawing, because sadly I can't really fit it up there. I probably could fit it up there, but I haven't tried yet. There's two back here, actually, I think. Yeah, and there's a Sonic one as well. And we've got a whole bunch of like NES manuals down here, and some DS ones too. We've got like Zelda 2, Rampage, and whatnot. Just ones that I don't have boxes for, because I don't really have many boxes yet in my collection. But yeah, we have that. We have a promotional Amiibo pamphlet thing. We've got a Gamecube controller. I don't know why it's there. And we have another drawing for my lovely girlfriend. So that's it for that point, and right here. So let's move on to probably the best part, which is the games. So let's start up here. The first thing we can see is my 3DS collection. We have the charger box, and we have all my games right here. Not too many, but hopefully I can get some more soon. Gonna bend down there. Sweet. So we have that, and then I've kind of put little things on top of each thing of the cases. So we have my 3DS games there. We've got my DS games. I'm not going to go to any detail on these. I'll probably do a separate collection video. That back there is a holding case for DS games. And a Bomb Bomb. It's pretty cool. A DS case, DSi XL, sorry. A question block. Some more DS games. And here, it's kind of hard to see, we've got 3 boxed Game Boy games. We got Mario Kart Super Circuit, Crash, and I can't remember the other one. I think it's a board game type thing. And over here, this is going to be kind of tough to see. There are probably 100 games, loose Game Boy games here. We've got awesome ones like Link's Awakening, we've got Harvest Moon and whatnot, and a whole bunch of original Game Boy games in their boxes, SP ones, and there's even ones underneath that too, so I'm not going to take any out, because it takes forever to put back, but I got a whole bunch of games, and a bunch of loose DS games, and a few 3DS ones as well. So that's pretty good. Let's move on, before we even do consoles, let's move on to the NES games. Or first, let's take a look at these. I put these around my shelf just to kind of add some cool looking, I don't know what you call it, decals or something. I'll make some more to put all the way down there, but for now I've just got these ones, which is really cool. So let's take a look at my NES games. They have grown a lot since last year. If you take a look at my collection video from last year, I think I have like 10. I've now amassed 61 games for the NES, and some pretty quality ones too, so we can just kind of go down the list here. And I'll pull out a few awesome ones. We got the 2 Zeldas, the 2 Ninja Gaidens. They're not in any particular order yet, so Bomberman. Oh, yeah, up here. Gauntlet. Rampage is an awesome game too. Paperboy. Isolated Warrior. That's a fun game too. Where's my finger? That's a fun game too. Next we've got Batman, can't go wrong with that. Metroid, Rad Racer, Mario 3 for some reason is not there, it's right there for some reason. Kirby's Adventure, that was the first NES game I beat actually. And yeah, and we have this one which is up top here. This is just TNC Surf Designs. So yeah, and I do happen to have one boxed NES game. This is Tetris. That's it for boxes for me. I haven't really gotten into the NES box. I actually got this for free at the dump one time. I just went there and it was there, so I was like, okay, why not? Let's take a look at my SNES games. I still don't have many, but a lot more than I had last year. I had about 6 last year, and I think I have 20 now. So we have Super Mario Kart, Aladdin's awesome. They're facing this way. Killer Instinct, F-Zero. So there's some good titles, Donkey Kong Country. And down here to finish it, Super Mario World, and Lion King and stuff. So not many Super Nintendo games, but definitely some good ones there. So let's move on to N64. It is harder to see back here because it's pretty dark, but I've kind of put them in columns since they're so hard to display. Kind of just put them back there and kind of just flip through them a little. I've got some really good ones, I promise. I've got like Mario 64, you know, Paper Mario, obviously, Mario Parties, and some really good ones. I have about, I think, 30-something games there, so that's pretty good. Definitely a lot more than my last year. And we got, you know, Zelda here, and Spider-Man over there, which you can see from the red cart. I think that's Spider-Man, I can't remember. And I do happen to have some boxes for my N64 games. I've got Banjo-Tooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Pilot Wing 64, GT64, and of course, my favorite Zelda game of all time, Majora's Mask. Can't go wrong with that. I need to get box protectors though. And before we move on to the Gamecube Collection, I should note that there's the, hard to see back there, but the Donkey Kong Jungle Beat box with the bongos in there. I really don't have anywhere else to put it in the game room, so that's kind of where it has to go. So here we've got my Gamecube collection. Let's kind of go through this. Geist is an awesome game. We got Mario Party, still missing 6, hopefully to get that this year. Favorite game of all time, Luigi's Mansion. And here is actually the Smash Bros. Soundtrack. I really don't have anywhere else to put this at the current moment. So it's kind of just sitting where I have an extra spot at the moment. So yeah. Here we've got the, actually I just found this recently, the GameCube Action Replay. If you actually look inside, the disc is much smaller than what I have there. I don't really know what happened to the original case of this, but I know I had it. So that's cool, I guess. Let's take a look down here at the rest of my games. Pac-Man World 2 is awesome. Smash Bros. Melee, can't go wrong with that. Donkey Konga, Super Monkey Ball, some awesome games. Custom Robo is actually, Custom Robo is actually a fun game too. This game is awesome. I had a lot of fun with my friends. Now the reason I have 2 copies of Metroid Prime here is because one, is with the extra bonus discs of Echoes. And the other one is just the regular case. So if I happen to come across 2 variants, I'll keep them. Keep going. Spider-Man's fun. Animal Crossing, cannot go wrong with that. We got 3 of the Zeldas here. Wind Waker, 4 Swords, and the Collector's Disc. And a few sports games here. So that's it for GameCube. I have, I don't even know, 40 maybe? 30 to 40 GameCube games. So that's pretty good. And let's move on to Wii. We've got, right off the bat, Super Smash Bros. Again, none of these are in really in order yet. I have to do that, hopefully for my next room tour, that'll be done. Yeah, Smash Bros. Right off the bat. Another awesome game is Excite Bike. Can't go wrong with that, this is an awesome game. Strikers, fun game. Here's a few just shovelware titles I have. Probably gonna get rid of them, but for now they're sitting right there. It's kind of harder to see. I'll take the camera down a little more, and I'll turn it sideways. Super Paper Mario, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Galaxy Punch-Out, some awesome games. These two are actually European, which is kind of weird because I got these from a garage sale and I didn't even check, but whatever, I guess. Mario Kart Wii, No More Heroes, awesome games, 2 Mario Parties. And Pikmin 3. Oh wait, never mind. That's on the Wii U. We're gonna get to that. So yeah, also Twilight Princess here. And in between here is, if we can get that out, Wii Sports. So onto my small Wii U collection. Do not have many games, however, they're pretty quality ones. So first off, we have Pikmin 3, which I just said is actually quite a hard game to find now, and pretty expensive, which I haven't got a chance to play, but I have it definitely. Come on, Boogie. Okay. And next we have the big box, Super Mario Maker. I love this box. This is my favorite type of thing. I love when companies do this with their games, because it reminds me of the NES box up there, like Tetris. So I love that. I took it out because it's so hard to get out of that little case, so I decided to just take it out and put it on top. We've got Smash Bros, can't go wrong, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario World, Nintendo World. These last 2 here, Splatoon and Yoshi's Woolly World, I haven't got a chance to play actually yet. They're actually still sealed. I got them for Christmas, but I've been focusing so much on Mario Maker lately. So that's it for pretty much all of my games. There's a few more that we're gonna come across that are more expensive. Also, before I go on, I should say, Paper Jam was a really awesome game. I made sure I beat it before this, because I wanted to just focus on it. And I spent I think I beat it in like 25 hours. It's really fun. Definitely an awesome game. So yeah, let's actually go to my handheld consoles. So, I hope this comes out right. First we've got the Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, and we have a whole bunch of SPs here with some pins from the Mario and Luigi series, Sunshine and whatnot. So we got a whole bunch of SPs here. Why I have so many? From garage sales, and they're pretty cheap, and if I come across a color I don't have, I'll just get it. So we have that. We have a whole bunch of DSs, sorry. This one I have the box for, which we'll come across soon. I've got 3 DSIs, 1 DSi, 2 DSi XLs, and I've got my 3DS. So I do have one more handheld console, however it's not here because 1, I couldn't fit it on there, and 2, it's with another part of the collection, so we'll get there soon. So let's actually let's go here. So the first thing, I put this awesome huge Nintendo World bag from New York. Right here has Donkey Kong on it. It holds a whole bunch of extra controllers and stuff like that for games that I'll need, because it also hides the nasty ports back there. So it's kind of a good filler space there. So that's cool. And up here is, before we even get to this baby, let's get up here. We have my awesome Nintendo Pokemon figure collection up here. These are pretty much all, actually they're all from my childhood, so I haven't really bought any of them. All of these are from my childhood. Maybe I'll do a video on them separately eventually. But yeah, there's some in there too. So yeah. And then we come up here to another card that my girlfriend made. She's awesome. 2 Pokeballs, the Pokemon tins, and behind there we have the U-Force, which is an add-on for the NES. And we come up here, we've got a Pokedex. I'll zoom in a little. And we've got 2 more Pokemon up there. Plush toys. See, I'm really happy about this collection. I think it looks really cool up here on the arcade, which we're going to get to now. So here's my Mario Bros. Arcade machine. I absolutely love this thing. It is amazing, and I've had a lot of fun playing it. In fact, I'll show you right here. Pretty awesome. And actually, here we've got Dr. Rig. I just put him here. When I want to play, I'll move him out, move this chair. We can look in here, and we've got inside the arcade machine, which hopefully I want to do a video on in Rammer Reviews. And that is actually the original coin box too. So this is a really awesome item to have in my collection, which is really cool. So yeah, that's my arcade machine. It's pretty awesome, and I love having it sit beside my games. So next, we've got something pretty awesome. We've got my neon Nintendo sign hanging from here, alongside with my Zelda shield, which I actually got from a garage sale for like 25 cents, and this awesome Hot Topic hat. So that's pretty cool, kind of hanging up there. Here's a shot beside the arcade, and it looks really cool. And down here we have the box for my Ganondorf figure, which we're going to get to, another NES system, and the U-Draw tablet, which I haven't even used yet, and a DS case up there. So, here's a really awesome part of my collection. I have my custom-made controller that I made with my dad. He was really awesome to go out and buy some of the paint to help. And it looks really cool just with my console boxes here. We've got Mario Chess, which I will get to because the figures are actually out on display in my collection. We've got the new 3DS XL High Roll Edition, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, High Roll Edition. We've got the regular 3DS box, the DS Lite box, and we have the Game Boy Advance SP black box. Which there's actually another black console in there. I have one here that's in awesome condition, and then I have another one in the box that's complete as well. We have, now this is not a Nintendo console, of course, this is Atari, but it's Donkey Kong, so I kind of had to put it out. We got Donkey Kong Jr. on the Atari. And two Donkey Kong figures. We got Big Donkey Kong and Small Donkey Kong, so that's pretty cool. Next we've got some plushies down here. I didn't really know where else to put them, so I kind of put them around here. I don't know what that is. But here we've got some cool figures to display out here in front of my display cabinet. Here are the bad guys, and a few more in here with another NES and N64 console. And there's me, hey. So let's kind of get up into the display cabinet, which has got some awesome stuff, which I'm excited to show. So first, let's look at this. This is an awesome keychain I got for my girlfriend. She kind of just gave it to me. I was like, oh, okay. And I thought it looked really cool on this display cabinet. So let's open this up. So the first thing we've got here is actually my new 3DS XL, which I was talking about is not with my other consoles. It's really awesome. This is what I played Dream Team on, got it for Christmas, and it is definitely an awesome system. Next we have some of the Spirit Track figures. They look really cool around the awesome Ganondorf figure right here. So I think that looks really cool. And we also have the Skull Kid figure that came with Majora's Mask 3D, which is actually pretty expensive now. So I think that little Zelda shrine looks really cool in my display case. Next we've got some expensive games here. First off, let's go over the small one. We've got Conker's Bad Fur Day, complete in box. This game is roughly about $200, and it's pretty expensive to find. I'm really excited to play through it more. It's definitely an awesome game. And I gotta say thank you to my girlfriend again, who got this for my birthday. She is awesome, and I can't believe I actually have this game in my collection now. Next, from my parents for my 16th birthday, I actually got the most expensive game I have in my collection, besides this baby here. That happens to be Earthbound. I have the big box, and I have the strategy guide with the scratch and sniff cards inside, and it is absolutely awesome on display there. I think it looks really cool. The box is pretty minty in my standards. I think it's pretty minty, and definitely an awesome piece to have in my collection. I gotta say thanks to my parents for that. So that's pretty much it for the display case. Let's go on to above that. Up here we've got a little GameCube shrine, I guess you could say. We've got the Platinum GameCube here, just sitting on the shelf with a Wavebird. And up here we've got an awesome Mario figure, which is from 1985, I think. It's pretty old, so I'm excited to happy to have that in my collection. And here we have the Nintendo GameCube Char's Customized box. This is a pretty rare GameCube, only released in Japan. I do have an unboxing of this, so if you'd like to check it out, links will be in the description and whatnot. But it was limited print, so I'm excited to have this in my collection. It's definitely awesome. Up here we've got an figure, which is what is it called? Ultra Detail figurine, which I got for Christmas. It's the same Mario who's on the arcade machine here. So that's really cool. This is definitely an awesome piece to have in my collection. Next we have a roll of Nintendo figure set. Pretty much it. I haven't opened it yet, but yeah, it looks cool. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have over here. So here we've got a shelf up, actually, which looks really cool over my TV and beside the display cabinet. So on top of here, before we get to anything else, let's do the Amiibo. I do not have many, however, I have a lot more than I did last room tour. I only had Mario and I'm pretty sure Pikachu last time. So now I've definitely got a lot more to show off. I have Mario, Mega Man, Ganondorf, Pikachu, 8-Bit, Classic, Lottie from Animal Crossing, home designer. We have Pac-Man, Shovel Knights, Zosu Samus, Link, Luigi, and the 2 Inklings. So that's really cool. Definitely happy to have those. I'm thinking about taking them out of the box, actually, because I am running out of room and I can't really get any more until I do. So next we have an awesome piece to have in my collection. We have the Great Purple N64 complete in box. This is something I've wanted to get for a while. I want to get all of the N64 variants and have a whole wall dedicated to them. And on the other side we have the ice blue one, which is also complete in box. And the Wii U box, which looks really cool up here altogether. We also have an extra Great Purple controller, Gameboy phone case. We have a Paper Mario phone case and an extra ice blue controller. So up there the symmetry is amazing and I like it. So yeah, really cool shelf. Let's go down here. We've got my HD TV, which sits on this, which is kind of disappointing. I don't really have the money for a shelf, and this is all I could find because the other TV's on this shelf. But we've got this little thing to put it on. But it works, and I kind of like it. It's definitely better than having it on the floor. So yeah, I have Mario Maker going on here. An awesome game. If you don't have it, definitely recommend it. And I've got Mario, Yoshi, and Luigi sitting on there. So that's pretty cool. Let's move on to the top of the TV first. Here we have what I talked about, the set, the chess set. I think they look really cool above my TV, just spanning across like that. And I think it looks really cool. And I have Animal Crossing on because who doesn't like Animal Crossing? So definitely love those figures. And on each side we've got Mario and Luigi, and for some reason there's tape there. I don't know why. But yeah, that's the set there. So let's move on to my main home consoles. First, you should note that Yoshi's here, and he looks really cool. So we got the NES, the Super Nintendo with the Super Game Boy player, which I don't know if you really count as a game, but I sort of do. So we have the NES, the Super Nintendo, the N64, another awesome Yoshi. Moving down, we've got the GameCube, 2 memory cards, and the Game Boy player down there with 2 Wavebird things. We've got the Wii, and last but not least, the Wii U, which has Mario Maker shown on there. So altogether, this TV stand with this TV, I think it looks really cool, and I think it looks a lot better than it did in my last room tour. Definitely love this setup. So that's really cool. And last but not least in the collection, I'm pretty sure that's it, we have this U-Force add-on. Now, it is not in the box right there because I was recently using it, so I took it out. It looks really cool setup, actually. Probably not going to leave it there, though. But definitely rarified item to have in your collection. So altogether, that's pretty much it for my game room. Again, I've been collecting for it'll be 2 years in the summer. I've definitely had a lot of fun, and I hope to continue doing it to get all the games I want eventually. So with that said, thank you so much for watching my Nintendo Game Room of 2016. I hope to keep doing pickup videos and making content for you guys. I'm so close to 100 subscribers, so let's hope to reach there soon. But again, thank you for watching my room tour. Be sure to watch for more content, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Let's keep on enjoying Nintendo.